Welcome to a place where history blends with art, where nature unites with astounding architecture. This is a journey through time, a journey across valleys and vineyards, a journey into the castles of the Loire. We are here to discover, learn, and admire together these masterpieces of the past, monuments that bear witness to centuries of French history, of battles, love, and power. But before we dive into this incredible journey, I would like to remind you to subscribe to our channel and activate the notifications. Don't forget to share our videos with your friends and family to help us spread the beauty and hidden history behind these wonderful structures. The Loire Valley in France is famous for its numerous and splendid castles, or châteaux in French. These castles represent a variety of architectural styles ranging from the late Middle Ages to the Renaissance and the Age of Enlightenment. Here are some of the most famous castles of the Loire. The Château de Chambord is one of the largest and most distinctive achievements of French Renaissance architecture, combining traditional medieval French elements with classical Italian structures. Originally built as a hunting lodge for King Francis I in the 16th century, the castle is famous for its extraordinary architecture, which includes 440 rooms, 365 fireplaces, and a unique double helix staircase, which is said to have been designed by Leonardo da Vinci. Surrounded by 13,000 acres of natural park and forests, Chambord is also the largest enclosed estate in Europe, with an enclosing wall that extends for 32 kilometers. Despite its grandeur and the complexity of its architecture, the Château de Chambord was rarely used as a royal residence. Most of its interiors remained empty for centuries until it was filled with artworks and furniture during the Restoration period. The Château de Chenonceau, also known as the Castle of the Ladies, is one of the most visited and recognized castles in the Loire Valley, thanks to its elegant architecture and its picturesque location on the River Cher. Originally built in the 16th century, the castle is named after a series of powerful women who played a significant role in its design, construction, and preservation, including Catherine Brissonnet, Diane de Poitiers, and Catherine de Medici. The Château de Chenonceau is famous for its Gallery of the Two Queens, a covered bridge that spans the River Cher, built on the orders of Catherine de Medici and decorated with a series of captivating frescoes. The beautiful gardens surrounding the castle, designed and maintained by Diane de Poitiers and Catherine de Medici, are a highlight of the visit, offering a spectacular view of the castle and its reflections on the waters of the River Cher. The Château d'Amboise, overlooking the town of Amboise and the Loire River, is one of France's most charming royal residences, known for its historical significance and stunning views. Built from the 15th century, the castle was a favored royal residence during the French Renaissance and is closely associated with King Charles VIII and Francis I, who spent much of their lives there. In addition to its royal history, the Château d'Amboise is also known as the burial place of Leonardo da Vinci, who died there in 1519 after being invited to reside in the nearby Clos Lucé by King Francis I. The castle features a mix of Gothic and Renaissance styles, and although much of the original structure has been destroyed, the remaining buildings and terraced gardens offer a fascinating glimpse into the opulence of the era. The Château de Villandry is renowned for its incredible Renaissance gardens, which are among the finest examples of Renaissance gardening in all of Europe and have been declared a French historical monument. Built in the 16th century by Jean Le Breton, finance minister to King Francis I, the castle is the last of the great castles to be built on the banks of the Loire during the Renaissance. The gardens of Villandry are divided into different levels and themes, including an ornamental garden with symmetrical geometric designs, a water garden surrounded by a lime tree alley, an herb garden, and a sun garden. Despite numerous changes over the centuries, the Château de Villandry was meticulously restored in the 20th century by its owners, who returned both the castle and gardens to their former Renaissance glory. The Château d'Azay-le-Rideau is an emblematic example of the French Renaissance, built on the ruins of a medieval castle and beautifully reflected in the waters of the Indre that surround it. Built in the 16th century during the reign of Francis I, the castle is famous for its elegant symmetry and the refinement of its carved facades, representing a perfect marriage of French and Italian architectural traditions. The interior of the castle is equally captivating, with beautifully furnished rooms displaying period furniture, Flemish tapestries, and Renaissance artworks, offering a glimpse into the daily life of the era's aristocracy. The Château de Rideau is surrounded by an English landscape park, a tranquil oasis that invites exploration and offers magnificent views of the castle, reflecting its romantic image in the water. The Château de Blois is one of the most significant royal residences in the Loire Valley, having hosted several kings of France and served as a site of political intrigue and conflict during the Wars of the Roses. Built between the 13th and 17th centuries, the castle offers a unique overview of the evolution of French architecture, with elements ranging from Gothic to Renaissance to Classicism. The castle is renowned for its spiral staircase situated in the courtyard, one of the first of its kind in France, as well as a series of Renaissance frescoes and beautifully furnished rooms. The Château de Blois is also a site of historical importance for its association with significant figures such as Joan of Arc, who was blessed in the castle's chapel in 1429, and Catherine de' Medici, who died in the castle in 1589. The Château de Cheverny is celebrated for its symmetrical and proportioned architecture, a prominent example of the early 17th century classical style in the Loire Valley. Constructed between 1604 and 1634 by the Hérault family, the castle has remained in the same family for more than 6 centuries, except for a brief period during the French Revolution. The interior of the Château de Cheverny is known for being beautifully furnished, with a remarkable collection of 17th-century furniture, artworks, and tapestries, offering visitors a glimpse into the aristocratic life of the time. Finally, the castle has an interesting cultural connection. It was used as the model for Marlinspike Hall, Moulinsart in French, the home of the comic book character Tintin. This association is now celebrated in a permanent exhibition dedicated to Tintin in the castle's park. As the sun sets over the Loire Valley, with its calm rivers and gleaming castles, we find ourselves reflecting on the history and beauty these places have to offer. Each castle we visited today, from Chambord to Cheverny, from Amboise to Azay-le-Rideau, tells a story, a chapter from the rich and varied book of French history. They are testimonies of human ingenuity, monuments to art and culture, and windows open to the past. But the Loire Valley is not just an open-air museum. It is a living place where history blends with the present, where gardens bloom every year under the same sun that has seen kings and queens, artists and thinkers pass by. If you enjoyed this journey through the wonders of the Loire Valley, don't forget to click like and subscribe to the channel. And remember, this is just the beginning. There are still many castles to discover, many stories to tell. So keep following our adventures. Until next time,